Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. Today we are here in Sardal, where we are about to speak with Melian, the sister of our previous quest giver, and let's see what she has for us today.
Gondor needs your aid.
Malthelum asks us to sequester ourselves and seize our hunts. I fear it shall not be difficult to abide his rule, for you see, majority of our hunters have gone missing in the past few days. I have heard nothing of the dead traveler, and I hope it stays that way. We have enough problems in Sardal as it stands. Ooh, and what are these troubles?
Gondor needs your aid.
We're in a bind, Pineleaf. The last of our hunters to go missing left last night, and he has not yet returned. He spoke of venturing into the hills to the east where the spiders dwell, but they have grown strangely aggressive as of late. Most of our remaining hunters are now too fearful to journey out of Sardal, and those that would are bound by Mathlum's edict. Since you can move freely through the vale, I would ask that you search for him in the hills to the east. Be wary of the spiders lurking there. That's right. I am allowed to travel wherever I wish because I am expendable. That's right. One expendable hobbit.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Now, you would think that a hobbit would be a bit of a novelty in this region, but that's an entirely different matter. Oh, before you go, I have something else to ask of you. The spiders have long lived under Tarling's peaks, but we have never seen them in such force until very recently. I am hesitant to suggest this, but if the dead have returned to the Vale, I cannot help but think that they may be involved somehow. You are the mightiest among us, Pineleaf, and I would ask that you search clean growth for anything that may be agitating the spiders. Oh, please. I wish to be wrong, but I can't quiet these thoughts until I know the truth. All right, fine. We may have spiders who are inspired by the dead. Well, that's simply lovely, isn't it? Well then, let's see what this man has to say. Uh, Seatharn. Seatharn.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Pressing in from all sides? Well, that's a bit of a problem. Yes, you have a moment. I know that Amathon has told you of the spiders lurking nearby, but they do not simply lurk as of late. In the nights, they skitter around about the town, and despite slaying many of their numbers in the past few days, they have escaped with some of our people. I would ask that you search the cave and try to bring our people back. It's a sorry way to die. Well, I suppose it would be. Well then, let us go and go after these spiders. And I think I've faced a spider or three in my days. I have made it in the area above the village. Now let's see if I can find any spiders around. Yes, that is a spider. And I see a cave. What about some hunters? You have found a slain man outside the spider cave. The hunter's flesh is marked with numerous raised bites, and it appears that he had tried to flee before succumbing to the spider's poisons. As you examine the slain man's body, you hear skittering in the bush. Oh, what a shock! Spiders! Different types of spiders. Well, I can deal with spiders, right? Of course I can. No problem whatsoever. But now, it's the poison from the spiders that may be a problem. You've discovered the spiders of Hlingroth in the violent to be violent as suggested by the people of Sardol. You should call their numbers and defeat Gurnathron, which I presume is the queen spider of this area. And I presume many of them are going to be inside the cave. Well, we'll see about that. And I also need to search for cocoons and all of that, and deal with some more of these spiders. I think I'll need to go inside that cave in order to get all of them. But getting 10 spiders, I think, is not going to be the difficult part. After all, I've got already 3 of them. Ugh. That's nasty looking. Let's go inside. Well, this is definitely the home of spiders. Black root stalker. I suppose that's the appropriate type of spider to find in the Blackroot Vale. Oh, it comes in pairs. Do they always come in pairs? Well, no, they have, because I saw one earlier that wasn't in a pair. So, obviously, that is not the answer on the question, but it looks like we've got more corpses strewn around. But what about these? Here's a cocoon here. There you go. Nothing apparently. Ooh. Well, that one's probably having dinner, in which case I don't think there's going to be likely that someone still alive is going to be in there. Unless there's still they're just getting to their meal. Alright, let's try this one. Well, so much for that hypothesis. Alright, I suppose there was somebody in there alive. Well, I hope she knows the way back to town. And I hope I'm not in a cocoon by the time this is all done. In? Oh, 2 ways to go. We're going to have to find the queen of these spiders. Well, okay, that's only a greenie, so the greenie is probably not all that much trouble to run into. All right, that's good to know. Well, let's take care of this. See what else I need. I need to search for the source of the spider's madness. Oh yes, that will be in here. Clean growth. I guess there must be something about the word cling which is related to spiders. Because you have that place in Mordor that's called Klingris, which of course is also notorious for being populated by spiders. Alright, well. Oh, my. Well, that's quite a brood there. Well, this is Gurnathron there. Alright. Just the spider I was looking for. She looks nasty enough, doesn't she? Ah. You have defeated many of the spiders in there. Good. Now, let's see if we can open a couple more cocoons. Alright. Rescue another villager. But apparently not all of them have somebody who's still alive. Now, let's see if we can find anything about the source of this madness. A strange chill seems to be emanating from here. So something is nasty, and I don't think it's... Oh my goodness gracious, that looks nasty up ahead. Real nasty. Well, what are we going to do about that? Ugh. A grim altar reminiscent of the past of the dead stands before you. Yeah. Well, what does this mean? Who dares to disturb the dead? Flee while you can, for a powerful new ally has rallied to our side. And when the darkness consumes all, we shall be free from this curse at last! I will assume then that he is one of the ruthless dead rather than one of Aragorn's friends. if friends is the right word to use for the ones that Aragorn has on his side now. You're still there? You have slain the Oathbreaker, but must bring the ill tidings to Amathon. Yes, I must do so. Oh well, back to the village. I found a few people still alive.
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
I saw them all return to the village, Pineleaf. They're shaken, but in time they shall recover. I am just thankful that you're able to free them before the spiders could harm them any further. Well, that's good to hear. So now let's see what we have up here. I have a bit of bad news for you.
How may I help you, friend?
The dead have never left the hill before. This does not bode well for the Vale, nor does it bode well for Gondor. If the dead have somehow managed to pledge themselves to this powerful ally, their aggression is likely being guided. They must know that such an agreement is folly, though. The curse can only be broken by one. And yes, and that one already tried to bring. Yeah, that one has already come and gone, I have to tell you. I must think on what must be done, but Mathelin must be told of this, and soon. Oh, I need to get some armor. Now, let's see. Mathelin must be told, but looks like she wishes to speak with me.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Hello, Pineleaf, is it not? I know you have been told of our missing hunters, but have you heard of what plagues the Black Root? I believe it to be related to what you spoke of to Allergat, but I can't be sure. You see, goats and deer have been washing up on the river, and I fear that soon they will pollute the water for those of us that live downriver. I beg of you, please clear the remains from the river so that the water may remain safe to drink. All right. I shall clear your rivers. I see what she means. Yes, there is a slain goat here. There you go. At least the slain goat won't hurt anything else down that river. Oh, hello there. Notice any other strange animals around?
How may I help you, friend?
I know that you're duly familiar with the strange going-ons of the Vale, Pineleaf. However, something troubling has been happening around Sardal. I don't know if the others have noticed as I have, but some of our goods have disappeared. Perhaps they missed it in the wake of our troubles with the spiders, these these were taken, not destroyed. You see, I found one of our barrels washed up on the shore of the Blackroot this morning. I believe someone seeks to send them south along the Tarling's Crown, but I don't know why. Would you aid me in recovering them? Retrieve stolen barrels along the river. And what else?
Gondor needs your aid.
If someone has been stealing away our goods, they must have come from the south. I have heard news of corsairs landing near Dol Amroth, but none of us have seen any of them in the Vale. If you're truly come this far north, we shall have more to worry about than orcs and the dead, which is enough to worry about at the moment. They must have traveled up the river's edge to send the barrels downstream. So, if you find any sign of their passing, it may aid us in routing them out. Alright, so search for invaders' footprints near the river. Okay, let's see. It's going down. Downriver is that way, so. Wait, if there's. Oh well, alright. Let me see if I can find any of these barrels. But right now. Oh. Fishing net. It looks like I also need to do a little bit of fishing around here. While aiding the people of Sardal, we might as well collect some fish for them, yes. Now, anything else we need to do? Well, at least it's a shallow river, as opposed to some other rivers I've had to deal with, where here's the ford, and the ford is too high for a hobbit even. And there we go. Now, is there anything else around here? Hold on. Oh, a barrel. Oh, and fish. Maybe I could put some of the fish into the barrel. It might make it easier for me to bring it back. Here we go. 1 barrel. 5 more to go. Ooh, I found the boot print. Is that a clue? You find a single boot print leading across the river where the maddened bears now dwell. Maddened bears. Well, that can be a bit of a problem. Any more boot prints? Ah, more boot prints. It's the same set. It looks like it. You seem to have lost the trail, but suddenly the river churns and bubbles. Oh, a dark water! Alright, I wasn't expecting a dark water. A wretched dark water. You know, maybe something like... Actually, a dark water wouldn't make boot prints, so it couldn't have been from the dark water. Now, it could have been that the dark water killed whatever made the boot prints. That's always a possibility. Well, I guess I will speak with the Gordier. Well, he seems to be right over there, so I might as well speak with him before resuming my search for carcasses and barrels. Hello there, I've checked out those boot prints.
These are troublesome times indeed.
The waters of the Blackroot itself rose against you? That's not the work of any corsair that I've ever heard of, Pineleaf. You mentioned that the tracks continued into the Vale, so perhaps the invader still lurks in our lands. I only hope this corruption he has surrounded himself with spares the rest of the Vale. Many foul things are at work, Pineleaf, and I fear too many remain beyond our control. Well, there is that. Oh, and what now?
Gondor needs your aid.
Where could a wielder of such fell power come from? And what vile plans does they have in the Vale? As you know, Pineleaf, Sardal's hunters have gone missing, but I think you and I know that the spiders alone could not have been the cause of so many losses. 2 of our hunters went south to Belfalis through the Tarlang's Crown, and we have not seen them in days. If this invader has come from Tarlang's Crown, I fear for what may have befallen them. Search for them, Pineleaf. We could do with some good news for once. Well, I'll see if I can bring you some good news, but don't place any bets on it. I think this is supposed to be Tarlang's Crown. And there seems to be some sort of a structure up ahead that looks like it could be military in nature, and also a slain hunter, it appears. You discovered the hunter of Sardal felled as he tried to flee. Someone slew the hunter. Yes, that has a very, very nasty look up ahead. And I have a feeling it doesn't belong here. It doesn't look like a nice, long, permanent place, which means it's likely from an invader. That plus the architecture doesn't... Oh! Nice dog! Nice dog? Not nice dog? Not good dog? Well, let's see. This looks like the other hunter. You were too late to save the hunter who bears grievous bite wounds. Well, seeing how I saw a dog on top of him, I guess that's no surprise. Anything else I could find out about the road to Tarling's Crown? Well, that looks like It looks like a real nasty bunch. That's what it looks like. You see tents of strange make and numerous men in the distance. Yeah, I am not handling that. Let's go. I've checked out Tarlang's crown.
How may I help you, friend?
Both of the hunters are dead. I suppose there's no good news left to find, Pineleaf. What you speak of in Tarlang's crown goes beyond the worst fears. It's not simply one man, but instead an army that forms along the Unfalis. The time has come to tell Mothlin of these threats. I only hope something can still be done. Well, there is that. There is that. And also, I managed to check out those barrels.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I'm glad you were able to recover what you did, but I'm not satisfied leaving this alone. To what end were these goods taken and sent down the Black Route? Probably to Tarling's crown.
How may I help you, friend?
Yes, Pineleaf, I have seldom felt so frightened as I am now. You have seen what vile things rise against us, but I fear that there are few options left for us. I beg you, please travel back to Morlad and tell Mothlin of what you have seen. I only hope that it's not too late. We could only hope. Oh, yes. Now, of course, we still need to report back about the animals that we cleared out. I finished clearing the river.
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
The poor beasts must have wandered to the river's edge with the dying breaths or were caught unawares while drinking. I can think of nothing else but those vicious bears you spoke of that could have brought them to such a tragic end, but I'm thankful that our river is once again clear of their remains. Well, that's good to hear. And now that means back to Malthelum in Morlad, which is where you'll find me in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.